Boom. Yes, yes, yes. About that time, man. Reminisce Show every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern time live. And I'm here with my brother.
I've been a supreme, living the dream.
No
What
doubt,
up?
man. I go by Logic, man. And we out here representing for the culture, for Stolen from Africa, for everything, man, because the memory is what pushed us forward, man. So we always got to go back and collect what is useful, man. Saying Kofa all the way. Yeah, man. Lots of stuff happened in Toronto, a lot like hip hop is definitely alive and well, in the last
Oh,
couple of
that's
days.
for real.
You know what I mean? So we'll definitely get into that. But of course, we got to start with check in, man. How
Yeah, the check in. I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm taking care of my health. It's slowing down. I actually didn't go to the Pete Rock show on Sunday. Peace to all those who were there. But just because I wanted to heal up and take care of my body for going to Edmonton tomorrow, see my fams,
okay?
and take care. But yeah, definitely, I did go to a couple other things that we'll get into. But yeah, my health is okay, man. How's your health?
My health could be better. Kind of nursing or getting over this cold sick on the weekend, and I feel like a
Oh
little bit
no.
that got transferred over to me. But it's anything serious. Like I feel like I'm like how I felt this morning versus how is like two different. You know what I mean? I was like, oh man, this is really hitting me. But now I feel a lot better. Again, just taking it slow, be mindful of the weather and the time shifts and all these things of our body adjusting. You know what I mean? So, um, yeah, I just want to get over this cold. But other thing is blessings upon us. Looking forward to family, and I know that you're going to be out in Edmonton and whatnot. So that's super blessed. But yeah, man,
Mhm.
that's my check-in.
Yo, that's good. That's good. I hope you heal up. I hope your daughter heals up. And yeah, man, yeah, it's just a quick little seasonal change. Yeah, definitely. It's chilly out
That's
there,
right,
but
man.
God, yeah, man, bundling up is what we got to do. I just bought some halls. Got get the old
You
yeah,
needing the
yeah,
halls
worked
all?
against yeah, straight up, yeah. But also, thank goodness, the good moments in the culture definitely warmed the heart. And on
Yes.
Sunday, it was a beautiful,
Yo,
beautiful gathering. 15th,
tell me about it.
15th anniversary of Masimba. It was dope. I actually got
15.
a
Oh, that's fire.
yeah. I got a special little ting ting. I
Uh,
got
oh yeah, yeah. No, that's fire.
a Son
Yeah.
of Soul
Uh,
sticker that was made, and so it was a really special event. They did it at this place down at Lansdowne, and they had an all-star lineup of DJs, just like 10 or 15 Toronto legendary DJs. Mel Boogie, Jason Palmer, Grouch, DJ Sirius.
oh,
Uh,
serious.
yeah, Sirius was there.
I mean, for a minute,
Oh
man.
man, yeah, Jax. You're just hella people. I saw, and then in the building, it was just mad legends. It was Ski and Click was there, and Big Craig Mannix, and just so many people. RC was there. It was just mad Toronto people were in the cut. It was
Yo,
just a beautiful gathering.
you're basically describing like what I would consider my foundation and I guess like entry point into the Toronto hip hop community. You know what I mean? All
Yeah,
these people that you mentioned, I remember just being a teen. You know what I'm saying? Like going to the Master Plan show with Motion, and I remember like Fat.
Motion was there. Motion was there.
Oh, of
Yep.
course, of course, of course. And it just reminds me of the importance of community. And like just like you said, like I wasn't there, but I know what the energy was like just based off
Oh,
the people that you said. And I'm like, that's missing. Like like that needs to be studied. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like that needs to be studied for our own sake. We need to be able to preserve that type of ritual union, people coming together with like that authentic, energy, right? In celebration.
Oh, I promise you, it was 100 million% exactly what you think it was. And it was the beautiful thing was they they had it set up in this venue where it was two floors. So they had and they had I took a picture. I wish I'm on my phone right now, so I can't. If I was on my laptop, I would be showing it off my phone, but I can't show the phone. I just took a lot of pictures and video because I was like, I said to somebody, I was like, this is the exact vibration that we used to have 15 years ago that rarely gets together again. You rarely get it in these days. It's so special. Everybody was just, there was dancing. People were just rapping all the records.
Yeah.
There was multiple genres of music, and there were people playing upstairs and people playing downstairs.
Wow. That's a
And you could just go up and downstairs and just the dance floor was at Benzo was there, a dance floor, B-boys, B-girls. It was just
yo.
it just felt like a CKLN era jam.
That's
And it was
thank you. That era where there was like something every day of the week hip hop related to go to, like whether it's like Alto Basso, like NASA on Tuesdays or Hooch on Thursdays, like it just, and everybody you mentioned are people you would see there, like, you know what I mean? It was like a real community.
it was exactly that vibe. And I was like, you rarely get that at all anytime in the city these days because so much is going on. But I'm like, for Miss Simba, for Son of Soul, for this anniversary, for once a year, we like, like this every December. I think it's pretty much around the same time. I haven't seen all 15 of them. I think I've been to like 4 or 5 of them. But this year's one was beautiful. And I'm like, every year, if you want that Toronto magic, that's the spot. It was so perfect. So it was a beautiful, beautiful gathering. And they had raffle and t-shirts and just
just like a sidebar, because you mentioned DJ Serious, and I've been thinking about DJ Serious like recently. And the reason is like I was, going through his Dim Sum compilation album that he released several years ago. And there's some big tunes on that. Myself, this Dim Sum album is not available on Spotify or streaming platforms for whatever reasons. And I'm like, this is such like an important era of like Toronto hip hop, like you said, that college radio era, you know what I'm saying? Like where, MCs were super lyrical and just, crazy creative and whatnot. So for me, like I was just thinking about the Dim Sum album, like, what's DJ Serious saying, man? Like this, like we're at a point right now where this is a part of history that could be like relived. Like I feel like, you know what? We got to interview DJ Serious as I'm talking.
We do, yeah. It was great because he's super quiet. He's always been that super hella quiet guy. He just like lets his music and let his hands speak for himself. He never really. But I just saw him. I was like, Serious is in the cut, and he came out and he quietly just like started dropping records. And then it was dope because there was this moment where I was talking to RC, and RC was like, he said this thing to me. He goes, this record that DJ Serious is playing right now, just casually dropping a $500 record. He's like, this record right now is a super classic. And I was like, it's crazy. So it was that kind of a night. It was, yes. And
gems,
super gems. It was just musical, super gems. I left.
Records are the status, you know what I mean? Like, got a $500 record, exclusive, rare.
Yeah. It was so great. So I talked to RC and a couple other cats, DJ Agile, RC, DJ G Spot, and even Ski. Because in January, I'm going to be doing an event with Miss Naya, and we're going to be doing it at her spot. It's going to be hip hop show and tell. And people are just going to bring a couple of the question that I asked everybody and got really good stories is, what's your favorite piece of hip hop memorabilia? So we're just going to share things. And
I love that. I love that. It's kind of what I mentioned before. Like it reminded me of, like kindergarten days, where we would have like our show and tell, and you bring your special item and whatnot.
That's it.
How much that was such a special moment, but it's also a way to, connect with people, like a different form of like intimacy, you know what I mean? A different form of like connection through something that means something to somebody, and then them explaining why it's of value to them, I think that's a great way to connect like authentically and to, kind of bring out that like inner child energy. You know what I mean?
Oh, like, that's exactly it. That's exactly what Naya was talking about. And it's just really helping sharing the storytelling that we've all been a part of over the years. And we're just sitting on so many great things in each other's houses that are like, I just look at this every day or whatever. But or it's just artifacts. Nas had a line on one of the songs on his new album. It was really dope. We'll get into it in a sec. And he goes, "My crib looked like a
Yeah.
museum. My closets look like a shopping store. I got that raw." And he was just, I'm like, yo, imagine Nas's house. He's just like, my house is like a hip hop museum. That's what he said. I'm like, yo, mine is like a much smaller museum than Nas's, of course, but same flex. So I'm probably gonna. Yeah, I got so many things. I don't know if I'm gonna bring my Humpty Hump glasses. Like sometimes I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna bring them out. I'm scared, but we'll see. I'll bring out some good shit.
No, like I mean that's definitely one to bring out. That's pretty exclusive still.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's.
Or what,
It's
what
so.
even if it's too exclusive, you're like, this is
I mean,
this
it is. It
exclusive, and then you're
really.
safe.
I mean, yeah, it is, and it's like I don't mean to. It will. It'll be okay if I bring it. It's just I've had a few things stolen before. I've had
Oh,
I had some
oh,
glasses from Yellow Wolf that were stolen from me at a house party of mine once, and I didn't appreciate that. And I had one of maybe my number one most valuable CD I've ever owned in my life was stolen from me. It was an original copy of the Slim Shady EP, and it was only one of
oh,
the limited 500 edition that was from the
wow,
original batch, that was actually the same CD that was handed to Dr. Dre that got him
wow,
signed to
wow.
Aftermath. And I met somebody in 97 in Los Angeles who handed me from the same stash because he was also friends with Eminem.
Right.
And but so I had an original Slim Shady
Wow.
EP,
That's an
and
artifact right there.
something. It was a super artifact. I owned it for many years, but yeah, I can't find it now. Somebody stole it at one of my house parties, and that's literally like a top 10 most valuable hip hop CD of all time. That's I had it at like a first pressing.
Yeah.
It's been repressed, but so yeah. I mean, this will be a safe event, but like I we'll see what I can bring out. I gotta.
Well, I'm looking forward to that, man. Any way that we gotta find ways and creative ways to tell our stories. There's so much that, and this is what I mean by like hip hop community. Because sometimes it's not necessarily about the artistry per se, but just again like the artifacts that people hold, the stories and the shows that they went to, the experiences that are related, that they're just holding on to that could clarify like a missing link to something else. Um, but yeah, like, I'm excited for that, man. So keep building, keep spreading the gospel, yo.
That's for real. That's for real. That's what's happening. Yeah, that's in January. So we'll talk about it more coming up
No
then.
doubt, no doubt. Yeah, man. So the Nas album is out, DJ Premier. I know you had like a thorough listen to it. I know earlier we were talking about the song that's dedicated to like the female MCs, which was so dope. And as I mentioned before, you know, we need more examples of that communal energy. That cipher, just bigging up people because you respect them.
Facts,
Regardless
facts.
of status, it's like I just respect you as an artist, as an individual, and you're going to get a shout out. And big up to Nas for doing like an extensive shout out. Like he really want to make sure that everybody got, some type of recognition. And I hope that everybody who got shouted out uses that, to bring some type of like momentum or just awareness. That's staying Coca right there in a nutshell. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what it is. So even for the new cats hearing some of these names, like, oh, who is that? You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, do some
Yo,
research.
straight up, because he went all the way back to the old school Roxanne Shante, Pebbly Poo days.
Yeah,
And then he was, he did so much amazing stuff all over that.
yeah,
He shouted out Doja Cat, who he dissed a couple years ago,
yeah,
which
yeah, yeah.
it
I
was
love
like
that. Love that.
it was just peace and love and brilliance, and just like the song kind of had like a double meaning because it was called Bouquet for the
Yeah,
ladies,
yeah,
but then
yeah.
it's also he's given these people their flowers at the
Flowers.
same
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
So it's
yeah,
like, and it's just like, yo, on the Joe Budden interview, he's like, yo, women are such a underrated part of hip hop, and they really have been balancing out the culture for so long. So I really wanted to give a lot of love and shout out to so many ladies,
yeah,
which is
yeah.
what he did. And it's like, yo, man, there's never a wrong time to show love and peace, and just take a moment to just shout out people who meant something to you. Like
Yo,
and like, yeah, and they're like, let's just take that moment, because when I heard him first say "Mishi Me," I screamed.
on,
Oh. And then, holy
Then
flying fuck.
Doc on it.
And
Let's
then,
go. And then
my God, it
what
was
happened?
Friday night. It was maybe top 3 most impactful moment of this year for me. Hearing
Okay.
Nas say Eternia,
Come on, man. Big up.
crazy, crazy. So I texted Eternia immediately on Friday night because I was listening to it as soon as it dropped.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so like she actually didn't fully hear it until the morning after. She made this post about it. When she heard it in the morning, she was like getting her kids ready for school, and she heard it officially, and then she's like, I was crying and I was shaking. And so it was mad peace. And Attorney let me know that she let me know that I sent the text to her first, and she was like, my phone is blowing up all day, but thanks for being the
You
first
got
to let me
first.
know.
Hey, in true
And
your fashion.
like I mean, I'm a Nasologist to the death, man. So yeah, I mean, and Attorney is my sister. It was a
Yeah.
beautiful, beautiful moment, and yeah, like there's a bunch of good. It's an important record. There's a lot of wisdom on the record. I think the rhymes are more classic than the beats, but it's still dope. Marco Polo also co-produced some records on it.
Okay.
He gave the samples for My Life Is Real and Writers and the AZ joint and one more joint.
Okay.
Those are Marco Polo samples, not the drums,
Oh,
but the
okay.
samples were from. And yeah, he just came out today and was like, yes, Premier was like taking some of my samples. So, and I like to the point where actually Marco Polo has writing credits on Light Years. Like,
Okay. Okay.
yeah, he released it today. He's like, yo, look, my name is beside
Yeah.
and Jones and C. Martin.
Yeah. 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 Okay. Okay.
So
Hey,
so that's even more Canadian hip hop on that.
I definitely have to take an album and show some love. But yeah, I'm feeling all of these vibes with hip hop this year. Has really been a pretty decent year, yo. You know what I'm saying? Some great releases, and I'm excited for the new year. New Year's upon us.
New Year's upon us, yeah, no doubt. It's good. It's very inspiring. There's hopefully people are saying hopefully Nas runs it back like he says with De La Soul and does the Legend Has It series again next year. Maybe with like who knows, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One, Cool G Rap,
Yeah.
yeah, a Yo-Yo, who knows, MC Light,
All of that, man. Hey, we need it. We need
yeah,
that
yeah.
energy. That's a cipher, man. A cipher incomplete.
Mhm.
Generations. That's a cipher right there.
That's the facts. That's facts. So yeah, man. Anything else on your radar?
Well, we know that 50 Cent was in town over the weekend. Wasn't able to go
Yeah,
check it out though, but
talk
I
about it.
guess from my understanding, what he was promoting some liquor brand, like there was like a LCBO signing kind of vibe, and I heard the lineup was crazy ill. People wanted to get some photos with 50 and get some fresh beverages and whatnot. But I know that he performed over at Rebel, and based on the footage, it seems pretty lit.
Oh, he actually did do a performance.
Yes, at Rebel. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that was happening. And then on Sunday, Pete Rock was in town.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that would have been dope. I know that Raz was part of that. I'm assuming that he opened up for him. I saw some footage of them hanging out and whatnot. And Raz has done some collaborations with Pete Rock in the past. So big up to the man, them. And yo, man, hip hop is alive and well in Toronto, man. It's always good to see.
you're
That
right. You're right.
they're still
Yeah,
doing.
yeah. No, you said it. You said it. Yeah, people still doing the damn thing. Holidays is coming. Hip hop's still happening. And even tonight, there's a show going down. Lauren Hill is at Massey Hall.
Oh, okay.
Man, and she's doing like an acoustic, kind of intimate and interactive thing. And she says that she's supposed to be debuting new songs for the first time ever.
Oh, okay.
She's been doing this cross Canada tour in the last like 2 weeks or so.
Oh,
But there was like some glitches in Edmonton and some glitches in Vancouver. So I don't know what the
whoa,
yeah.
hold on. When you say glitches, what do you mean by that?
I mean, it's not even like me being a hater or nothing. Like she's actually I've seen write-ups apologizing for delays, technical delays, and problems with the show. I've seen it written on social media, on her Twitter account,
Oh,
and I saw one for Edmonton and I saw one for Vancouver as well. So they're like, yeah,
And
the show still happened, but sorry for this, that, and the third, the lighting or technical
mm,
blah 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 problems. And
yeah, those are definitely some glitches. And this is at the beginning of the tour, so there's already issues.
yeah, yeah. So
Well, hopefully they figure it out. No, I'm always going to be rooting for Lauryn Hill. As you mentioned that she's doing this acoustic album, I wonder if she'll do some of the unplugged records because those are some of my favorite.
those are some of her best.
Her best, yeah, yeah. Like that was just really like letting go, just free, just on some, direct connection to source, like a channel. You know what I mean? Like that's what that album was to me.
Absolutely. And yeah, she really doesn't perform a lot of that stuff. I saw her. She did a couple of them with the Master T Unplugged because she did an acoustic show then.
Right.
But she rarely does like the Mystery of Iniquity and a couple of those.
Oh,
So that is one of the illest songs of all time to me. But yeah, I've seen Lauren probably 12 times in concert, and rarely does she do that unplugged stuff. So yeah, it's
I just had this like random idea for like Lauryn Hill, and I think like this. Imagine if she did kind of like a short film music video kind of vibe for the mystery of iniquity, like one of her old songs, like because like some of these songs are so powerful that it doesn't matter what time frame is timeless. I mean, you can revive that record in a new way that still honors the past but then bring in like a new visual twist to it. Like if she was like, okay, we're gonna put some visuals to this whole album, I think that would be amazing.
but of course, yo, like people would be so hype on it.
Yeah,
And like
like documentary, short film, kind of, you know what I mean? Like just, like reflective, all kinds of, this something creative, something really creative.
yeah, and the thing is, especially in this day and age where like that content is so ill, it would stand out doubly because there's really nothing like that out there. So it's like, yo, this would really fly, but you just gotta want to drop it. But I don't know where her head's at. Um, I don't know. I hope she puts out some new stuff. I hope she puts
Yeah,
out some new stuff.
yeah. I know sometimes the challenge with most artists is that, they'll make records as a release, but then to perform them over and over again, it's like they're kind of like done with that. You know what I mean? It's like, even though that's what the people want, it's like, yeah, I'm done with that record. You know what I mean? So I definitely respect whatever reasons are, but we still want it though. The people still want it.
That's the thing. Yeah. People still do want it. And like, yeah, like Ghostface is a good example of that. When Ghostface, yeah, as you were saying, like I mean, for various reasons, there's certain songs and certain things he's never performed.
Yeah,
And he doesn't go back to Iron Man often. And
yeah, yeah,
that's a really tender reason, which is really why it's not wild, but it's like, oh man, it's brutal that he's like, yo, I was getting over my diabetes when I was doing that record. And
wow.
like his first solo record is spectacular. It's
I love that.
fantastic.
Like,
Iron Man is amazing. I like Super 5 mic record. It's like so many, and he's like, I don't like. He barely performs songs off Iron Man. He's like, I don't like to think about it. It was a bad time of my life. You're like, oh,
yeah, yeah.
and the fans are like, we love that shit. But
Yeah. No, he's definitely a private guy, and I definitely respect that. And even just some of that new, information that was brought to light with Infinite,
yes,
and knowing that Infinite, what was a twin as well, so
that's
and
wild.
yeah, twin, and that child passed. Like, would you know what age that was, or can't remember?
No, but they did say young,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it seemed like before 10 or maybe even before 5. I'm not sure, but it seemed like it was like when they were younger.
yeah.
But I would love to know
Crazy.
more about that story because I didn't know Ghostface had twins in the first place at all.
And it just like adds like another layer to how he may be feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just like the experience in itself, like that's hard.
Mhm.
I do respect that he hasn't done anything to like publicly discredit or to shame or anything like that. You know, for now, it seems like when it comes to like heavy emotions, he's just like, yo, I'm just not gonna say nothing. And I can respect that. You know what I'm saying? Like if you don't have the words or whatever, or you're not ready to navigate, I can respect that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, especially with somebody with so much of their life. Like he's like past 50 years old now, and he was been in the spotlight for 25 years, and he's like, yo, he's had shows about his relationships. His kids are out there now making music. Like he's like, yo, a lot of these people are like, let me keep some of this to myself, yo. I can't have, I don't owe the world all of my information.
big facts. Yeah, yeah, that's real.
Yeah, I respect when celebrities draw a line at something. And I'm like, yo, I know a lot about you. I don't
Facts.
need to know. I don't need to know everything.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah,
Yes, sir, man.
but real quick, I wanted to throw on one quick shout out. Actually, another woman on that Bouquet record.
Yeah.
3D Nati is this dope black southern kind of just like a raw punchline spitter rapper.
Okay.
And she did a video and she's like, yo, I'm really honored and proud that like one of my favorite MCs gave me a shout out. Nas gave me a shout out on this record. So like, yo, I just got to do this. And then like the beat drops for Get Ready, the second beat on the Light Years.
Yeah.
And then like one of Premier's beat drops. And then she just laces it for like 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes. She's just like, yo. And just, she got the instrumental for one of these things and just goes off on some mixtape shit. And it's just like, wow. Yes, that's what you're supposed to do. Like, Nas gives you a shout out and like, so yeah, man, she did the damn thing, and she's like, and I think she's living out of her van. I think she did make an interesting reference, and she was in a van when she did the freestyle. I think I've heard that about her. Yeah, so she got an interesting story, but she's like also a super dope rapper.
Word. Well, I'm gonna tap that in, man. I love that. I love to see the people shining, elevating.
Yeah, no doubt. Shout out 3D Nati. So, but yeah, man, yeah.
3D.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Radar. I know. Wait a minute. Cardi Party is coming up. I believe that might be, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, I saw.
Oh, is it?
Some type of reel online. Will holiday Cardi Party. So we'll see what's going on.
Oh, that's great, yo. I'll be there in spirit. I'll be out in family vibes, but I also heard that CL Smooth is coming on Friday. My friend called me and offered me a ticket, but I was like, yo, I'm gonna be out of town. So CL Smooth is coming as well.
So interesting. And Pete Rock, and then a week later CL Smooth. That's so interesting. Word. Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah,
anything else
exactly that.
To build up? Anything else that's on your radar, man, as we wrap up?
Not really. Oh yeah, one last thing I wanted to tell you. Some wild news. Let me read this out because this is crazy, yo. I just want to read this. This is some. This is. The Weeknd has sold his music catalog for $1 billion in a unique new deal.
What?
Able test a billion.
Whoa.
So
what does that even mean?
Yeah, so the Weeknd just joined the Billy Club. But like, not only that, they said Abel Tesfaye and Lyric Capital Group have closed the deal, forming a business venture together, wherein Lyric has invested in the music catalog from inception through 2025. This deal excludes any future music. So and then there's another caveat where they say he still retains ownership of this at some, like, I don't know, I'm looking for there's like a long press release. So they say some company has invested $1 billion in The Weeknd, but he still owns the masters, and it's only for all his old music. So people are like, he's like there. People are like, yo, this he's definitely gonna start like there's gonna be like Abel. Then the next phase is the Abel phase, like the non-weekend phase. He's like, the weekend was the old me. Now I'm Abel. They're
100.
like, so, but like, and like, he just sold all his old weekend music for $1 billion, but still owns the masters.
Wow, Billy, man. Hey,
$1 billion.
I love hearing about these deals that have like basically never been done before. You know, where it's like, wow, it really speaks to the power of negotiation. So when you're in certain spaces and rooms, you know, to know your worth and to figure out how, you know, you can make sure things are in your favor.
Oh, it looks like he is set for generations to come.
That's it, man. Billy off of that. Never mind what he already has. You know.
Yeah, exactly that. So, yo, yeah, shout out to the weekend in Toronto catching a W. So,
Wow.
well, you know, I know he lives in LA now, but still.
Yeah. Still a kid from Scarborough, man. Don't get it
Still a
twisted.
kid, still a kid from Scarborough.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's big W for the weekend.
Wow, that's crazy. A Billy, man. Jeez. Okay.
Yep, $1 billion. So
$1 billion.
mm, yeah. It says real quick here, the deal includes $500 million of senior debt, $250 million of junior debt, and $250 million of equity. Like they are going in.
Wow.
So
Man,
yeah.
that's fantastic, man. Yo, the weekend. Woo.
Mm-hmm. They say the biggest blinding lights is the biggest song ever on Spotify.
Interesting.
So yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So
man, them.
yep. That's it. So that's inspiring. Yeah, 2026. Yeah, more Canadian success. Let's go.
Yeah, man. Speaking of 2026, I guess, you know, I think like next week we could probably, you know, squeeze in like our holiday wrap, you know, just a review of some highlights. But I hope Uncle Murder, you know, does this annual thing, man. It's always hilarious. I like those kind of vibes, you know what I'm saying? Like the recaps.
Yeah, did he say that last year was his final
He
year?
says
No,
he
no,
says
no.
it all the time. He
No,
says
he
all the
never
time.
said that. No. No, it was Skills who quit.
Skill
Yeah.
said that too, but Uncle Murder has said that kind of, you know, saying that it's probably my last year or whatever, but then keeps going, you know, because every year there's something crazy where it's like you got to say something now. You know what I mean? There's so much going on. So
Did he? I mean, the Diddy trial, man, it's just so rich. But
man, so much going on. Well,
yeah,
like I said, man, I always say, man, you know, as Farrakhan said once upon a time, when great men fall, don't laugh, learn. You know what I'm saying? That's it right there.
that's it right there. That's it right there.
All
Yeah.
right. Well,
Well,
man,
yo,
gonna sign
on
off.
that note, yeah, man.
You know what I mean? This is Reminisce Show. Do this every Tuesday, 7 p.m. live Eastern time. I go by Logic, and I'm here with my brother.